everyone. Before I start my speech today, I would like you to imagine this. It's midnight and millions of people are still awake with their phones or computers open. Not because of work or study, but because they are exploring new worlds, fighting monsters, experiencing a 5v5 content fuse mesh, or building cities, all inside the game. As you can see, I love game very much, and these are some of the games I have played, including mobile games and computer games. Since I don't have a computer at home, I mostly play mobile games. From big online games like Fortnite and Genshin Impact to small and relaxing ones like Stardew Valley. Games today have become more than just a hobby. They are places where people can express themselves, make friends, and experience stories together. The game industry isn't just about fun anymore. It's a global force that's forced technologies and cultural, and it can shape our world. Today, I'm going to share 3 main ideas with you. First, we'll look at the current development of the global game industry, how they started small and became a huge worldwide business. Second, we'll explore the impact of games on society, how they influence cultural and jobs, including positive and negative sides. And finally, we'll talk about the future, the main challenges and opportunities the game industry may face. So let's begin with the first part, the current state of the global game industry. I'll also show you some data about market value, players' numbers, and also how the industry actually makes money. So let's begin with the numbers of players worldwide. There are about 3.32 billion active gamers around the world, and over 80% of internet users play games on mobile, PC, or console. Considering the world's population of about 8 billion, today more than 3 billion people play video games. It's about 4 out of every 10 people on Earth. Okay, let's move on to the next part. This chart shows the global market revenue from 1994 to 2024. The revenue growth from 20.8 billion in 1994 to 187.7 billion in 2024, an increase of nearly 9 times. It shows that game has grown from a small hobby into a global industry. And 2010 to 2020, a decade of rapid growth. During this decade, the revenue jumped from 70 billion to 165 billion, an increase of over 135%. You may be wondering why the growth between this decade was so much higher. There are 2 main reasons. Number 1, smartphone popularity. Games like Candy Crush opened the market to the people. And number 2, rise of digital platforms such as Steam, App Store, which made it super easy for people to find and download the games. And after 2020, a mature and more diverse stage. You can see that the revenue growth slowed but stayed steady, thanks to cloud gaming and VR. So we know the game industry is huge, but how the game companies actually makes money from it. Let's look at 3 main ways. The first way games make money is through paid games. On platforms like Steam, most games require you to buy them before you can download and play. For example, GTA. This is the traditional model of the global game industry, and it still works well for many popular games today. And the second way game makes money is through free games with in-game purchases. These games are free to download, but players spend money on things like skins, costumes, or special weapons. As you can see, this is just a normal gun without any special effect. If you buy the skin of the gun, after you kill the last enemy, there will be different kinds of special effects. Even a dragon will appear. Games like Valorant and League of Legends use this model and earn billions of dollars each year. So players spend money inside the game, but the companies also earn money outside the games. The third way games make money is through esports and competitive games. Big tournaments attract millions of players and viewers online and in arenas, making money from ads, sponsors, and tickets, and keeping the community active and alive. Let's move on to the impact on society. And let's start with the economic impact. The game industry now makes more money than the film and music combined. And it also creates millions of jobs, from programmers, designers, to artists, voice actors. And it also has some revenue growth and technological innovation. They pushes technologies like better graphics, AI, and virtual reality, which are now used in areas such as education, healthcare, and even defense. Second, games have strong cultural and social impact. They bring together people from different countries and cultures. Online games create communities where players can play together and make friends across the world. Many modern games also include diverse characters and stories, helping players understand and respect to different backgrounds. However, there are also some negative effects. Too much gaming may lead to addiction and some unhealthy problems. There are also concerns about violence and toxic behaviors in some online communities. That's why many developers are now focusing on making games safer and more inclusive. So overall, games have both positive and negative sides. They inspire creativity, connection, but also remind us to play responsibly. Here comes the last part. The future challenges and prospects the game industry may face. As we look to the future, the game industry faces both challenges and new opportunities. First, there are technological challenges. As games become bigger and more realistic, they take more time, money, and technologies to make. Game developers also need to deal with new issues, such as using AI safely and improving cloud gaming, protecting players from online security risks. Second, there are ethical and social concerns. Problems like data privacy, game addiction, and will make some concerns about playing games. Game developers must find a balance between making profits and taking care of players' well-being. They need to make sure games are fun, but also responsible for players and health. Finally, the last part, the future prospects. New technologies like VR, AR, and metaverse will change how people play and connect. In the future, games won't be just for fun. They can also be used for learning, communication, and also teamwork. And the industry will also try to make gaming more inclusive, safe, and enjoyable for everyone around the world. In just a few decades, game has grown from simple arcade machines into one of the most creative industries in the world. It changes how we play, how we communicate, and sparks imagination. To conclude, games aren't just about playing. They are about learning, creating, and connecting responsibly in a digital world. Thank you for listening.